Hi everyone, it's me. I'm back. How are you all doing? I've got just a quick video to show my swap this month for the Facebook group Country Creational Swaps. My swap partner is let me just find my paperwork on it. So let's go to the swap. Let's do it. I had the lovely Jan Wilkins, and the swap this month was a loaded pocket filled with handmade ephemera, or a 16-page traveller's notebook. Making waves is using the theme of making waves, everything to do with this month's theme, which was making waves. Or making a lace box or basket, adding spools to store laces inside. So the colours were Shades of the Garden, Mermaid's Tail, or Barbie Pink. Well, have a guess what I went for. I bet you can't guess, can you? Anyway, I decided to do a loaded pocket filled with handmade ephemera, and I picked Barbie Pink, of course. So, this is my loaded pocket. So I made it out of a file folder, which is one of these. Don't know if you can actually see it. So I made it out of an altered file folder, which has been gessoed and tea-dyed and gessoed. So I'm a bit heavy-handed with my gesso, but I don't know why. When I put a little bit on, it doesn't please me. But that's another story. A lot of people just use a very fine amount, but I don't know why. Everybody's got their own crafting style, haven't they? So let's get to so that's the loaded loaded pocket, which is a file folder, and I'll take all the bits out and you'll be able to see it. And this is all the handmade ephemera, which is in here, and there's some more in the back here. I'll take that out as well. So this is the file folder. I covered it in some papers. These papers here are from My Porch Prints, Grandma's Attic, these ones. And these papers here, the pink lace, which I've gessoed, so this could be written all over if you wanted to, came from Crafty Cat, from her old love notes, I think it was, and on the back I used the same paper. So as you can see, I've decorated it with lace. That is a flower, that handmade flower, so I've decorated it with lace all around the edges. Lace down there, I stuck on a button to make it look like a blouse, and then a lace and pearl trim here. On here, the trim here and on there is got, I put little diamantes. I don't know if you can see them actually on the screen. I put little sparkly diamantes. You might be able to see them actually, just in the little flowers there, and in the flowers here, just little sparkly diamantes. I made a little charm out of paper with a paper clip that I altered. I just bent the paper clip round into a circle, and then I made this little charm to hang on it, and it's just some pearl, and then there's a little lovebird, a little dove on the end. So that's that. This is one of my handmade flowers. If I can show you with a button in the middle, so it's just lots and lots of layers of laces and bits and pieces. So that's one of my handmade flowers, all in the colour of Barbie Pink. Pinks, everything's pink. So anyway, so you had to fill it with handmade ephemera. So I went down my route of junk journaling, as opposed to using cardstock or whatever you want to call it. So I've made it with lots of things, so it's all, you know, all bits and pieces, as opposed to any sort of certain style. So in the back I made this tag, okay, and this came from G Kerr, which was one of her Friday freebies, I think. Oh, it might not have been actually, I can't remember. No, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I can't remember. Don't quote me on that one. And then I covered it with some coffee dyed paper, which I coffee dyed myself for journaling, and it's got a little tiny bit of lace and a little flower with a little pearly thing in it. So there's the tag. The backing papers are the same it's from, that one's from Old Love Notes from Crafty Cat USA. That's her Etsy channel. And that one there is the back in there, I think it's from Tailor Made Journals, but I'm not 100% on that one. So there was that tag. I made a flip or a belly band, depending on which way you want to look at it. This is just collaged. That's Tailor Made Journals, grungy wallpapers in the background with some more of Grandma's Attic. There's some music paper. This is some old book paper, and then you've got a lady which I bought from Tailor Made Journals as well. Edwardian Cutouts, I think it's called, and that's from her Edwardian Cutouts as well. Bit of gesso on it. Yeah, this one's been backed with tea dyed paper, I think, and then I've stitched all around the edges, so I've stitched down most of it. Another tag. This is a label from, I think it's Shabby Dabby Doodah, but I'm not 100%. This is a washi sticker. This is some of the Old Love Notes. This is Tailor Made Journals. Background is the grungy wallpapers, and then I've backed that one with some manila paper, the craft paper from Children, and then I've stitched zigzag all around the edge of it. So that's that one. Yeah, so it all sort of goes together. A journaling card. This image I got from Artie Mays. There's a background paper there of, all I've used for background is Old Love Notes and Tailor Made Journal grungy wallpaper. So I'm just going to move this over in case Mr. T comes in, so I can just pause it because he's due in soon. Yeah, there's a bit of doily in the background which I got from a kit that I was sent from Crafty Alley, and then on the back, yet again, is tea dye paper. But you can see where I dyed it and I put it on a pan with holes in. And then I just stitched all the way around the edge, and it's got gesso on as well, so it can, you know, I just like the look of it. It just softens everything. Oh, that was one of the sayings as well that I got in the kit from Crafty Alley. And then that ticket came from another lady, which I can't remember her name now, but it was an Etsy seller, but I have showed you it in one of my other videos. Then I made a little booklet, which is just made out of a journaling kit that I got from someone with some pink paper in, and I've showed you that on another video as well, but I can't for the life of me think of her name. Right, bear with me, I'll be back now. Right, where was I? So it's just a little booklet made with some pink dyed paper that I got in a journal kit I bought from someone, but an Etsy store. I can't remember now who that was either. My memory's terrible. I'm going to have to start writing things down, aren't I? So, put a bit of lace on with one of my little scrappy flowers. And then this background paper is, can't remember. I think it's Tailor Made Journals grungy wallpapers, but not 100% on that because I use quite a few kits all over the place. This is one of Tailor Made Journal Lorna's, I think it's a Victorian cutouts or something like that anyway. So yeah, there was ladies and boots and ands and flowers and all sorts in there. They're fussy cuts, so yeah, I enjoy fussy cutting. When my hands is not hurting too much, I can do fussy cutting. And then this little label is from Shabby Dabby Doodah, and this stamp here came from my my own stash. And basically what happened was I got a load and loads of postcards, and they were postcards of places and stuff like that. They were used postcards which weren't of any value apart from the stamps. So what I did was I ripped all the stamps off, soaked them in water, ripped all the the postcard up around it, soaked it in water and took the stamps off, and I ended up with, what did I do with them? I'll show you now. Ended up with these, if I can get this open. Ta-da! And then just dried them all out, and I thought, oh, perfect, you know what I mean? Because the lady that had them was throwing them out. Sadly, her mum had passed away, and she was going through it. It's someone I know. I didn't just go up to a random woman and say, can I have, you know, your rubbish. Yeah, her mum passed away, and she was going through all her stuff, and it was like years and years and years of postcards that she'd saved from people that we don't even know who they were. Do you know what I mean? But they meant something to her. So I thought I'd reuse them. So I said, can I have the postcards? And she said, yes, of course, because they were just going in the recycling. So that's what I did. And obviously Mr. T thinks I'm mental because I was sat here with thousands of stamps all around me drying. But never mind, that's another story. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, so I thought I'd put a little stamp on there. It's got a little bit of gesso on it, not a lot. And I didn't put a back on it because I just thought I didn't know what she wants to do with it, whether she wants to put it in a journal or attach it to a page or whatever. So that's my little booklet that I made. So that was that. I put in one of my altered, oh, what are they called? These little pockets. One of these little pockets I made. Yes, just altered. So you just fold up a piece of paper into one of these. And I might do a video on it actually, because it's good fun. They're good fun to make and decorate, because you just put all your little bits of scraps on and flowers and stuff. Made my own bow there, look, with a bit of string. Just put some bits and pieces on it. Any little bits and pieces that I had. And then there's two tiny little dinky little tags that I put in. Backed them with tea-dyed paper and some little bits on the top. And that one's got a little bit of muslin on the top of it. So yeah, so I put them in there. So that one to go with it. And the last thing I did was a little envelope flip booklet jobby. So this is made from 4 envelopes, small ones, a bit similar to the envelope booklet that I made on the bigger scale. So this is the front. This is just an image from, I think it's Artie Mays. Not 100%, but I think it is. And I used some of the words from Keep Love in Your Heart from the kit that I got from Crafty Alley. There's some dictionary behind, old dictionary, and a little bit of that doily that I got as well. The backing paper is Tailor Made Journals. I made a little ribbon with some, what's that called? Oh, here we go. Seam binding. That was it. That was already some seam binding I'd already bought. And then I just put some little bits of tulle behind it and a little bit of pink stuff. So that's that page. It's tied up with lace, which I managed to actually put on it before I put the front down. And then inside I've covered it with lots of different papers, grungy wallpapers and Grandma's Attic and some old music paper. I've gessoed it so it can be written on if you want. There is a journaling card here, stamped out the word beauty with my little stamps I got. Let me show you them. We've got these little diddy stamps, so they're really handy just to stamp out, and that was just on a little bit book page. Collage behinds, and then another print from that set from Tailor Made Journals. I think they're called Fussy Cuts, I'm not sure. So anyway, so that one goes in that pocket. Then you turn it over and you've got coffee dyed paper, which I dyed myself. It's got some gesso on it. It's got quite a lot of gesso on it actually, you know what I like. This one's just a little piece of pink card with a little frill on it, a little pink frill. And a little bit of collage there and there, just for a little bit of interest. So that one goes in that pocket, and then you turn it out over. This again is all collaged with bits and pieces. And then there's another journaling card there with one of the Fussy Cuts from Tailor Made Journals, one of my stamps that I've made myself, and I stitched all around the edges, and I've backed it as well with, I don't know what that is. That's a little bit of just bits and pieces, so you can still write there, you see. So that's that one, and then that's the back, and then I've gessoed it all. And here I made a little flower with some tulle, some little bit of organza, some tulle, a little bit of applique, a tiny little doily, and a little satin button which I got from Colette, which she sent me. It's a handful of, when she took I think we shared a wedding dress, and she said, would you like some of the buttons? And I said, yes please. So that is one of the buttons I use there. and then that ties up like that. And that is my swap for the lovely Jan. I took the twist as well, and it was to make or alter a sticky pad. So I just bought a sticky pad because obviously I don't know how to make a sticky pad, and I just covered it. So here it is here. Unfortunately, I could only get a coloured one, which was a bit of a shame really. And I in hindsight, I wish I'd put some on the side. But to be fair, when you've got it on, when you've got it sat down and you're using it, I don't think it really matters. So this is scrapbook paper. Then I covered it with some lace, which I threaded with some ribbon. And then I put some flat back pearls, and then I made a little tulle flower with a beautiful little button. It's absolutely stunning, that little button. It's got like a flower in it, and it's magnetised as well. I put some magnets. I put a magnet on there, and then I put a magnet on here, so it actually magnetizes as well. So if I could have got a plain one, I would have been a lot happier, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. So can you see the tulle flower? It's cute, isn't it? It's all fluffy. It's very girly. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is my swap for the lovely Jan, and I hope she likes it. I'm not 100% sure that she's gonna appreciate the styling of it. But I did it in my style, so, and I hope she likes it. That's it. So I want to just say thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you all soon, folks. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye for now. Bye bye bye.